Have you ever felt like your business has, I don't know, a dozen different brains that just refuse to talk to each other? Sales has one set of numbers, finance has a totally different set, and the warehouse is basically on its own planet. Well, today we are diving into the solution, integrated applications. This is the tech that acts as a single, powerful central nervous system for your entire company. So, does this whole scene feel a little familiar? You're hunting for some piece of data in one system, then you're manually typing it into another, all while you're waiting days for a report that's already out of date by the time you get it. Yep, that's the classic sign that the different parts of your business just aren't communicating. And this slide, it just lays it all out perfectly. You've got these two different worlds. Over on the left, that's the old way, right? Data trapped in these little silos, which means tons of manual work and trying to make decisions on old news. But on the right, that's the dream. Information is flowing freely, tasks are getting automated, and you're getting insights in real time. This is exactly what integrated applications make possible. So, how do you get from that chaotic mess on the left to the streamlined world on the right? Well, the answer is one single powerful idea: total integration. It's really all about building bridges to connect every single island of data inside your business. And here's the key thing to get. Integration doesn't mean you have to throw out all your old systems and start from scratch. Think of it more like a really powerful software glue. It connects the applications you already use, letting them finally share information and work together like they're on the same team. To really wrap our heads around this, we need to meet the three main players. You've probably seen these acronyms floating around: ERP, CRM, and SCM. Let's break down what each one actually does, and we'll use a simple example we all get: placing an order online. All right, first up is ERP, which stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. This thing is the company's internal command center. It's the system that makes sure all the core gears of the business, we're talking finance, HR, manufacturing, sales, are all turning in perfect sync. So the moment you click buy, the ERP is the brain that kicks into high gear. It instantly processes the payment, it tells the inventory system to deduct that item, and it makes sure all the financial records are updated. It is the internal backbone that makes sure the company can actually deliver on its promise to you. Okay, next up is CRM, or Customer Relationship Management. Now, if the ERP is the internal brain, the CRM is the external friendly face. Its focus is 100% on you, the customer. It keeps track of every single interaction from the very first time you visited the website to a support ticket you might open a year from now. So in our example, the CRM is what makes the whole thing feel personal. It handles the actual sales transaction, and then it's the system that sends you that confirmation email and all those shipping updates. It's what keeps you in the loop and feeling good about your purchase. And last but not least, we have SEM, Supply Chain Management. This is the logistics powerhouse. It's all about the physical world, managing that incredible journey of a product, from raw materials at a factory to a warehouse, and then finally all the way to your front door. So the SEM is what makes that almost magical delivery actually happen. It's the system that tells the warehouse which box to grab, that pings the shipping company to come pick it up, and that lets you track your package in real time. And when you put them all together, ERP, CRM, and SEM, you get that seamless experience we all just expect now. Now, this kind of deep integration didn't just appear out of nowhere. It's actually the result of a really fascinating evolution in how businesses use technology. Let's take a quick look at how we even got here. This timeline is wild because it really shows how our digital ambitions have just exploded. Back in the first generation, just having a website, basically a digital brochure, was a huge deal. Then came Gen 2, where you could actually buy things online. But the real game changer was Gen 3, when businesses started using CRM and SCM to connect with their entire network. And that all leads us to, right now, the fourth generation, where the goal is to run the entire company on one single web-based system. So, who are the companies actually building these massive all-in-one systems? Well, there are a few major players, but let's take a quick look at three of the absolute titans in this space. First, you have a giant like Oracle. Their whole philosophy with their e-business suite is about giving a company a complete 360-degree view of, well, everything. Their real strength is providing that deep visibility into every single corner of the business, from the financials all the way down to employee training. Then you've got SAP, another heavyweight.
SAP's DNA is really in mastering the core engine of a business. Their suite is just legendary for its power in handling the really complex, mission-critical stuff. Think meticulous financial records, huge distribution networks, and aligning massive production schedules with customer demand.
And of course, you can't have this conversation without Microsoft and their Dynamics 365 platform. Their big play is all about weaving intelligence and automation into everything. They're really focused on using AI to predict supply chain problems before they happen, to automate financial tasks, and to supercharge customer service for building stronger relationships. Okay, so we've looked at the what, the how, and the who. But what does this all really mean for a business? What's the actual real-world impact of all this tech? At the end of the day, what's the bottom line? It's actually pretty simple, but incredibly powerful. When you integrate your systems, everything gets faster, which means you can make way smarter decisions. You gain massive efficiency by automating all those soul-crushing manual tasks. And, of course, when you're faster and more efficient, you are going to save a lot of money. But the true power here isn't just about making one department's job a little easier. It's about getting the entire business on the exact same page. It's about creating a single source of truth so that, as this slide says perfectly, the system works for your whole business, not just one part of it.
And that brings us to our final thought. We've seen those 4 generations of e-business. Now, with artificial intelligence being woven into these platforms more and more every single day, we are on the verge of the next great leap. So the question is, what is that 5th generation going to look like?